welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a updated get ready with me, my everyday natural makeup look. So I've kind of done videos on the lines of this before, but I don't think I've ever actually properly done a natural everyday routine for my makeup. I actually don't have all of my makeup with me at the moment, so I'm going to have to kind of substitute a couple of products in. Make sure to drop a like, a comment down below and subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this. And let's get straight on with today's video. So I'm going to start off by using my drops from Revolution. These are the Revolution Pro Foundation drops. I do really like these. I still prefer my normal one that I use, which is the Huda Beauty foundation in the shade M1, although I'm using these at the moment just to give it more of a kind of natural look. So this is a lot closer to my actual skin tone, is this colour. I just find it's a bit more oily, a little bit greasier. But yeah, it's a lot more of a natural colour for me is this. So this is F3. And they're actually really cheap and they are on sale currently with the Revolution website. And I'm pretty sure they're on sale on Beauty Bay as well, but I may be wrong. But I know they definitely are on the Revolution website. I think they're about £3.50, reduced from £7, which I do think this makes me look a lot paler as well, which is again why I prefer the other one. But I think I might be able to just kind of mix a good colour with these because I've got two different shades. So I have the F6 and the F3. I feel like the F6 kind of has a yellow undertone and this is more of a beige. So I'm just blending this all in. I'm using my foundation and contour brush from Primark. I feel like I could talk about those in my every single makeup video I do on my channel. I talk about this brush, but I use it all the time, so. I should have probably primed my face first. That's probably something I should have done, but oh well. So I'm now going to go in with my concealer, and I'm going to be using this one here, which is the Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Concealer. I do like this one. I just don't wear it that much anymore. I used to wear this one all the time, but I just haven't done it in a while. I feel like it's got kind of another yellow undertone to this one as well, but it applies pretty well. So I'm going to take the exact same brush to blend the majority of this out. The only difference will be that underneath my eyes I'm going to use kind of a mini beauty blender, if I can find one. I've been experimenting with a lot of different ones lately to try and get a better colour and a better shade that actually matches my skin. So I'm just buffing the outer edges of the concealer under my eyes out with the brush. Just kind of soften them up. So I've got a small beauty blender, so I'm going to use this to use directly underneath of my eyes to make sure that's blended right up to the edges. So that'll do for that. I'm now going to use some setting powder, the one that I would normally use. Again, I'm really annoyed that I've decided to do this video today because half of my makeup is at my boyfriend's house. So we're going to have to improvise with some of them. So the setting powder I'm going to use is the Max & More setting powder. I've never actually used this one before, so we'll have to see how it is. There looks to be a lot of powder in there though, that makes me rather nervous. But I'm just dipping it in on one of my beauty blenders. I might use a mirror for this. So, do you know what? That's actually applying quite well. That's not the worst. I thought it was going to just fall off my sponge and go everywhere. So I like to kind of apply mine in two stages. I like to kind of try push a layer into the underneath of my eyes. And then I'll do like another layer to set on top to bake with. I feel like it's actually really brightening it up is this baking powder. So it's not doing a bad job at all. It's quite a nice shade to it. So I'm now going to brush off the excess using my 201 Real Techniques brush. So down the middle of my nose and then on my forehead as well. So I'm going to let this bake for a couple of minutes and then I'll be back. So I'm now brushing all the excess off underneath my eyes. So I'm now going to start with the more sculpting part of my face. So I'm going to do my contour next. I'm going to be using the Roxysaurus palette, which is the highlight and contour palette. And this is a gorgeous palette. I'm going to be using this brush here, which is one from the Revolution limited edition collection. I have no idea what the brush is though. And I'm going to be using a mixture of these two shades here to sculpt my face with. And then I'm doing the rest of my face, just outlining that. I'm going to do this on my forehead as well, but just pretty lightly, and then kind of buffing that into, and like blending that into my actual face. I'm now going to go in with highlight, and I'm using the exact same palette. And I'm using this kind of gold shade here at the top. They do not give names to the shades, but it's this gold shade here. And then I'm going to be using this Real Techniques brush. It's 200 and it is the highlight, I think. No, the Expert Face brush. I don't want to apply too much, but I still want to have kind of a shine and to kind of contrast with the contour. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the end of my nose, a tiny bit on my chin. I'm doing the exact same thing at the other side, and then I'm going to blend it all out a little bit again with the same brush I was using before. So that'll probably do for that now, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to start with my eyes. So for eyes, I'm going to be using my Keycoat mascara. This is the curling top coat mascara. I'm really not a fan of the actual curling one, but I've got to be honest, the coverage is really good, so I'm still going to be using it anyway. And one thing I forgot to mention with my contour, when I'm doing a natural everyday kind of look, I like to try and make my contour quite dark here and it's kind of like fade it out, so it looks a lot more natural rather than really dark, but it still gives the illusion of like your face being sculpted a bit more. So that's something I like to do. So this is the curling one that I was talking about. It kind of gets the product like really stuck in it, but it does do a really good job. It's just I get really scared of it being really clumpy, but it's a really good coverage and a really good product. So I'm going to apply this now. But the coverage is genuinely insane. I do this on the smallest coat and it's done so much. You can literally see from here without having to zoom or anything, and it's done a lot for my eyes. So I'm going to go and do the other eye now. Kind of a natural day-to-day basis, I like to do more nude shades on my eyes. So I'm going to be using a couple of different palettes to get this look. The first one being the Bright Matte palette, because those shades are absolutely gorgeous in there. So I'll be using the top kind of nude shades. And the second palette I'll be using is this Morph palette. This is the 3503 palette, Fierce by Nature. There's just so many nice browns and nudes and kind of, I don't know how to describe the colour. It's kind of like a really nice autumnal colour and shade they've got. So I'm going to be using a mixture of those on my eyes, just kind of create a kind of, not smoky, but it's kind of a nude look. So I like to use my Real Techniques eye brushes for these. So first one I'm going in with is Nothing Else from the Beauty Bay palette. And this is quite a nice light shade that just kind of bases the eye before I start bringing in brighter colours and shades. I like to do a little bit underneath my eye as well. Just kind of brighten that up and kind of help set it all. So I'm now going to be going in with the Bare Necessity shade, which is the one next to the Nothing Else shade, which is just kind of a darker beige. I'm going to use a smaller brush. I'm going to be using this 150 Revolution Pro brush that I got from Superdrug. This is actually a really good brush for eye looks. So I'm going to be using some kind of lighter orangey brown shades. This is just going on the kind of inner corner of my eye to kind of halfway across my lid. I want to keep it kind of as neat as I can. And then doing the exact same on the other eye. And then I'm going to take a small bit of product and do like a little bit under the first half of each eye. Just a littlest bit. So it's more of a natural look, so I don't want to go too over the top with it all. So the first shade that I actually used was this one here, which is kind of like the lightest orangey pale colour. And then I'm going to be going in with this one and this one next. I'm going to use the same brush because I'm going to a darker shade. If I was going to a lighter one, then I'd change my brush over, but that's not the case. So I'm kind of doing the middle of my crease there towards the outer edge. I'm going to do that on both eyes. So I'm now just going to go ahead and tidy this all up using another one of my Real Techniques brushes. So that's tidied up a bit, and now I'm going to go in with even darker shade, again using the exact same brush as before. So this one's kind of like a purpley brown. This is for just the very outer corners. And I'm going to put that, just slightest bit of that underneath of my eye, from the middle to the outer corner. So I don't want to really do a cut crease on this look because I want to kind of keep it looking more natural and less over the top. But I am going to go in with my concealer that I used at the start. So I'm going to just kind of tidy up all the edges and just kind of define them a bit more, like where the arch of my brow is and around the eyeshadow in general. So this is just kind of tidy it up and brighten it up and make the eyeshadow pop a little bit more. So I'm actually going to use this slanted eye brush here to start blending this in with. So I want this to kind of be as blended out and buffed out as possible so it doesn't interfere with the eye look and it doesn't kind of look out of place. So I've done most of the with that. I'm then going to use a sponge to kind of like go over that hard edges. So it's now more or less blended in. So I'm going to go over my hair one more time with the straighteners because I did before I started filming. And the ends are the most important parts of my hair to get done, because they kind of finish my hair off, and if the ends are straight then the hair's going to look nicer and more complete. So guys, that is pretty much the finished look. As I said, a very natural look, and it's quite a chill everyday makeup routine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really want to do more and experiment more with makeup for you guys and kind of like just do different looks and different makeup challenges. So if you do think of any, make sure you drop them in the comment section down below. Also remember to like this video, and if you'd like to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. That is it from me for today guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!